Looks like that. There we go. All right. Well, guys, welcome back. This is how I come up with my Lego ideas and stuff for content. This is my thought process behind, so I wanted to take you guys on a journey to see how this works. So let's get into the video. All right, guys. If you have moved over to another stream, I apologize for all that, but I think we got it. So people are going to start trickling in. I will give you a minute to see. Oh, sorry, Scott. Yeah, I got a computer and I was going to try to live stream with it, but it crashed, and so I had to switch back to my PC, and so I frantically just hooked everything up, and that's why it's rolling. So I know it does not work on a computer, especially with all the cameras I'm running. So we've got a close-up now, and it's so much nicer. So, yes, sir. There we go. Perfect. We'll wait for everybody to get back in. How are you doing, Scott? I didn't get to really say hi. There we go. We got Fish Lord. Well, this is going to be so much fun, guys. Grab your coffee, hot chocolate, and let's talk Lego. Let's get into it. I want to know what you guys, where you guys are from, or, whatever. I want to know more about you guys. Great camera shot for the table. Okay, perfect. I worked so hard to get it. The camera died last time, so I charged it. So we're going to try it. All right, well, let's just get into it. Well, people are starting to trickle in. I don't know if Travis is going to make it back, but hopefully he will. But let me grab this guy right here. I am making a life-size Lego Wall-E. This has been a project I've been working on for years now. It's kind of cold in here, that's why I have my hat on. But I've slowly been trying to do it, and it's very hard. It's like I lose thoughts of how to do it because it's been so complicated. But today I am going to try to make this motorized all by itself. So basically what I have so far is the pneumatic tube, right? And it's gonna make this is the life-size head, but I'm gonna switch it and it's gonna make these go up and down all automatically. So we need to make a pump for this, so these will go automatically. And if you're curious about some of the other parts of Wall-E, I have a video series that I will link in the description so you guys can watch the first part. I have the treads, and I had the body, but I had to use it for something else. But let me grab you the treads so you can just see how massive this thing is. My friends, here is one of these treads. This is my life savings right here. This guy can tow a crap ton of weight. These things are just solid Technic, guys. So you can kind of see how it's rolling. Why did a piece fall out? Guess there was a plate laying in there. That's not part of the structure, but it has, I want to say there's like almost 1,000 of these guys, and so it's pretty cool. Is that a life-size Wall-E? It is. This is the tread for it. So I'm gonna put this down here, and this is the head for it right now. And I've got the front plate. This part will open down, and I don't have the body right now, but I will show you the engine before we start getting into it. Here's my robotics. Let me go grab the engine and then we'll start building. Alright, so here is the engine that I have designed. This is based off of one of Brick Science videos but I kind of made it my own and made it smaller to fit inside the motor, or fit inside the body of the thing. So we've got sensors here that can remote control all these. There is 16 motors in this engine right here. And this thing is a beast. It can lift 20 pounds, it has 20 pounds, it can lift 20 pounds of torque. Like, this thing is unstoppable. This thing is insane. It runs off of 8 battery packs, 8 power functions like battery packs. And you can just see how much torque is in this bad boy. There's like, I think there's like about 10 to 15 gears on either side of a gear ratio to give that pop and that just... The hardest part about making this engine was like all these motors have to run in opposite directions to get that torque. And so each one of these motors are programmed here, and they all spin different ways to all come together and make that really tight, flawless working engine. And I broke a lot of pieces when I was trying to figure this out because it is insane. It's just hard to figure out. I was thinking you should make Eva next when you can. Dude, I have thought about that forever. I've been trying to figure out how that is even possible because, like, her hands, like, come off. Like, they almost float in the air, and I'm like, how is that even going to be possible? It's like a magnet or something? I'm not sure. We've got Megan in the chat. The funny one of last time. Alright, well, I'm going to put this away. This will soon be the body. All these guys, that will be the body of the robot. So that's just kind of a catch up on what I've been working on, what I have so far. I've been working on the arms and the mechanisms, but the arms are so much more difficult. And all this fur. But we came here to make this thing work all by itself. So we're gonna start with a crank right here. We need to make a crank that will pump this automatically, and there is a certain piece where there's a worm gear right here that will switch this back and forth automatically with one motor. But let's get that going. He said, "Where's Ryan?" Ryan is not here today. He does what he does, I guess. He did make the robot's arms that we worked on last show. He did get those to work, so that's pretty impressive. So we're still working on that robot, but we got it to look close enough, and so yeah, that's true. Ryan was pretty funny. We'll have to have him back on at some point. Let's make a... I'm trying to think what motors I want to use. Oh, let's see. Gotta grab my electronics box. I'm a power functions nerd. I've got tons of power functions. Tons of motors, but I think I'm going to use this guy, if he will work for me. And grab a battery box. This is going to be our test. Ah, the genius. Starfish Lord himself has spoken. He's really on this Eva kick. He's like, I was thinking you'd get transparent bricks to connect the arms, then motors. Connecting the arms and motors so the arms move. That is a great idea. And since you're talking about transparent bricks, if we grab something along the lines of like this type of thing, and you can, that way you have that clear in between, and from far away it'll look like there's nothing there. It looks like they're just floating, and you can, and these are really nice to move around. So that is a great idea. I'm gonna keep that in the back of my mind. I got a ton of these from somewhere, so I'll have to figure out. Oh, up here, here's the mechanical arm of Wally that I've trying to been working on. This thing can grab stuff, but it's still not very good. I don't like the design of how that came out. But I am going to use these pneumatics for the other guy. If you guys have tips, or you're looking at something and you're like, hey, you should do that, let me know. I want this to be a group effort. I love working with people, so just do that. Which podcast are you talking about? Scott, which podcast? I wish I had some more B-roll of this robot. I just didn't take very many. I have one test video. I just didn't document. But like before I started getting into YouTube, it was just kind of like, it was kind of a side project, and now I wish I had more to show you guys. I could find a video or something, but there's nothing, because like this has been such a hard project to do. Because I can show you, like, this head took forever. Like, look at that. That's all 1x3 Technic bricks, and they're all flexible, and the eyes and stuff. So it's pretty crazy. I'm going to grab the pump. Here, do I have the? I thought I had a. Oh, yeah. I'm not sure what he does on his show, so I was trying to meet with him sometime, but that would be interesting. That'd be really fun. I'll have to do that. Again, I claim to not know what I'm doing, so it's kind of a lot of trial and error. I'm trying to find my other crank, or my other... Where did I put that other part? I had another pneumatic pump, but I don't know where it went. Where are you? Hello? Hello? Oh my goodness, I don't see it. This is not good. Well, whoever is watching, guys, I have a question I need to ask your opinion on. Do you guys know of any good pieces that would make the eyes look realistic and make it look cool? I mean, like, I need your suggestions, because I'm done with the eyes. I'm like, I have no idea. So if you guys have a piece that you've seen in an old set or whatever, just like hit me up. I want to know what type of piece is going to be going on. I really need that other piece somewhere. I bet it's in the box over here. Okay. Well, oh well. Looks like we lost it. Alright, well, let's just take what we've got so far. We have got to make a a pump for this that can pump this automatically. So all we're going to do here is we're going to take one of these bad boys. All the side stuff, like over here, is just Wally parts. Like, it's been crazy. Okay, not that small. This looks more like it. So we need one of these pieces, and my thought is to hook it up to here. Hook it up to here, and we're going to get a gear here. This is the gear you need for the pump. And we can put this on here. And put this like that, right there. I think I know what I need. You got a whole bunch of blue pins. Here. Haha! Just like that. Okay, theoretically, should pump it. Let's see. We've got a pump. Got a working pump right there. All right. So let's hook it up and see if it works. So I'm going to hook my guy up to here, and I have the switch. So let's see. Here we go. I'm going to hook the switch onto the back of the battery pack, so that way we can do this. Oh! How did we... Something is not right. Oh! Oh, did you see that? Okay, I need to figure out why this isn't working. Ah! So, word of advice for you guys, if this doesn't work, because there's more air pressure in it now, it's not going to work as well because of the air pressure that is pushing into this, and it's going to get clogged up because the switch, I won't switch it fast enough. So, we need a bigger motor with more torque, or we'll have to make a gear ratio. So, I happen to have a bigger, more powerful motor, so let's see if that does any difference. This is the biggest power functions motor that they make. This beefy boy. The beef, this guy doesn't mess around. Like, you're gonna watch this. This guy's torque is insane. We don't call him. I was thinking of a clever name. It ended up being not like Beef Boy or something. But let's watch this guy do his magic. Watch this. Look how much smoother that is too, as well. For sure. Other thing you want to do is I need to kind of sturdy it on the other side so it doesn't bend. But let's see if this does it or not. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at that torque. All right. Guys, we've got this done. He's going to convention. That is my dream, man. I would love to go to a convention, but sadly, have to get known first. So, but as long as you're my friend, and as long as these, you know, these people that watch and love to hang out with stuff like this, I'm happy. This is like amazing. All right, so I've got this done, but the question still remains: is like, we need 2 of these, and I don't know if this guy can pull all of it together. But if I were to put one of these, on the other side and make a double crank, would it be able to move both eyebrows and both things? In order for me to do that, I need to find the crank or the pump, which I just don't know where the pump would be. I don't know what happened to it. I used it like all the time too. Huh. Oh, I don't see it. I should have got that pump off Facebook Marketplace. That was like $2 the other day. I don't know where. Oh, maybe it's in here. Please be in here. Please, sir. Guys, this is not good. Keep dropping stuff. And where is it? Oh, well, I guess I'll need this. This little boy. Huh. I will take a sip of chocolate. I feel like this pump's gonna be right in front of my face. Like, I know it. I just know it. I know it's gonna be right in front of my face, and I'm gonna be like, oh. Okay. Well, here's all my pneumatic stuff. Yeah, it's homemade hot chocolate. I made it myself. Megan told me to put maple syrup in it, and you don't even know what hot chocolate is until you put the maple syrup in there. I'm telling you. Make sure you try it. It's insane. It's insane. Where is it? I don't know, I'll find it later. But you get the point. Yes, dude, I'm telling you, maple syrup is where it's at. It's insane. I don't know. Don't know how it works. We've got so we will probably put it like this just to see if it'll roll by itself. But let me grab another gear. I'm curious. If I grab another gear and grab 2 pins, could be. I don't know why it would be though. I don't know why it would be in there, but like that, and like this. We want them to run as smoothly as possible. So actually, you'll want to switch them out. So if you didn't know, these black pins are the ones that hold it together more tightly. The gray ones, on the other hand, the gray pins snap better, but they allow you to roll faster and roll right inside the pocket, if you know what I'm saying. So, kind of like that. And I'm going to grab this again and put it here on the other side. Oh, this might be a powerful motor. This might be one of a kind. All right, grab this. Oops. All right, look at this. This old beefy boy. Let's see what happens now. Oh no! That brings up another thing that you've kind of learned throughout trying and failing robotics, is that does not work with one motor. I don't know why I did that, because it just fell apart. Like, this is the fun part about experimenting with robotics. But possibly two might run if we were to put an axle through the whole thing so it all kind of works together. That's exactly what we want to do. So let's figure out something else. Well, I guess the next thing we could experiment with, since we don't have the other pump, is this. This guy right here. This is the pneumatic switch. This is where your air will go through these holes, and I think if I built something like this to make a cool cow piece, whatever, I don't even know what shoot. So we need to make it to where every couple seconds it switches back and forth, which means we need a gear ratio that is able to do that. So we've got to figure out that, how it can go. So my thought for this is, if you know how like a safe works, like you spin the dial back and forth, I'm thinking if we have one gear that goes this way and it'll snap it over this way, then there's another gear behind it that will snap it that way. Maybe that will work. I'm not sure. Comment if you have any ideas of how we can get this to switch back and forth every like 2 seconds. Which it might have to be in Mindstorms. Like, I'm gonna have to code some motor to do this, but I'm not sure. Because as we're working with the NXT, like we were a couple shows back, if we were to attach it, it could go. But then again, that's just a lot of motors that we have to like program and stuff. So it would kind of be like this, right? See, but now it doesn't work so well, because we've got to switch it back over. So it's kind of got to be like this. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's gotta switch it over this way. Wait a minute. Oh. Whoa. I just thought of something interesting. This guy. This is the switch. So what if we were able to have something up here switch it back and forth? Which is going to be... So... It's hard to make a gear ratio that does that. Very interesting. I just kind of play with it to see. There's one thing that JK Brickworks is really good at. If you haven't checked out his channel, check it out. He does insane stuff. I still am mesmerized. My dream is to collab with this guy. Like, he knows his stuff. But he's created gear ratios that can actually switch this back and forth. I just don't know it off the top of my head. I'd have to go back and watch some of his videos to see how. But he basically will do a gear ratio to where it'll just... And then when it will come back around, it'll just flip it back and forth like that. So I believe that is what I'm going to do for that. But... Scott, you don't even want to know what I've spent on this so far. That's kind of why I stopped. Like, I'm not making enough money to finish it. I've probably spent about close to $2,000 on what I have so far, and I'm not even halfway done. I still got a lot of pieces to do. The only thing I have left is finishing up the head and the arms. The arms are what's taking me the longest to figure out. After that, I believe I have all the electronics I need to, really do it. Finish it up. I have all the pneumatics. I have a lot of that. I was trying to... LEGO has solar panels that I was trying to get it solar powered. Like Wally does in the movie. That opens up. But that's not going to happen. There's no way. It is a long-term project, but I would love to finish it if I had the funds. If I did, it would be like, hey, if my channel blows up, praise the Lord, I'd get right on that and be like, we're going. We are going to get this finished. But yeah, it is a long-term project. It is hard nowadays to find power functions for a decent price, and it's hard to find Mindstorms at a decent price. They're all just outrageous. But I want this to be 100% Lego. I'm not using any metal axles or anything. So that's why it's going to be so worth it when it's done. It'll be fully functional Lego Wally. It'll be able to pick up... Hopefully, I'm trying to get it to be able to pick up 1 pound with its hands and put it in there inside. So that would be insanely cool. But that's what we do here at the channel. It has to be 100% Lego or it does not fly. I've not used anything that is not Lego or Lego alternatives. I've never used that in my channel, and I don't plan to. So there's a lot, which makes it a lot harder too, and a lot more expensive. for sure. But that just kind of proves how much of a Lego fan I really am. Or how much of a nerd. We'll say a nerd. I'm not really a fan anymore. I'm just like a obsessed nerd. But, yeah. So now that we've got the head kind of done, right? We need to figure out how to attach this to the body. We need a good neck piece. And you know how Wally kind of goes all over the place? That has been a really big challenge because it kind of moves up and down a lot. So what I found here in this is I found these really high-tech pistons from Power Functions. I believe they are pistons from the old Lego good times. And all you do to make this guy rip one is you slide an axle in this bad boy like that. And, oh. Let me switch the thing. Watch the magic happen. This axle is so strong. And, this thing's going to be powered by a remote control because this thing is so powerful. His neck will probably be adjusted all by remote control. Some of it I'm going to program with NXT so he can do stuff by himself. Like I would love to have him, you know, follow me around or whatever, or go up to somebody. But you know, we'd have to see. But it looks pretty easy to combine. Reminds me of strut. For sure. I don't really know what that is, so if you want to explain, that'd be really nice. I was like, oh yeah, I feel you. And I was like, I have no idea what you... These certain clips are where it's at. Okay. Bam! Look at that. Oh man. I guess I could use these if I had to. Oh wait, I see something. I need to get more of these tan clips. That'll work just fine. Thought I dropped something. Like some in car hoods have those instead of a prop rod. Oh yeah. Or even trucks. Oh, okay, I know what you mean. Exactly what you mean. Okay, struts. I'll remember that. Struts is what opens the car by itself. That's exactly what we're going to do. But since this head is so brickin' heavy that we've got to have a whole bunch of these, which two of them should be enough to like move it up and down if we were to like put them together. And we can just... But let's try this now. Oh, I know exactly what we need to do. Now, let's have a remote controller. We got the sensor right here. The sensor. Kabam! Red channel. Turn it on. Now, guess what we've got? Wait. What channel is this on? Oh, the red channel. Yeah, I just said that. What? Oh. Wasn't pointing at the sensor, that's why. Here we go. Here we go. Aha! So we come over to Wally's head. I need to take out these guys. Okay. And we can put it right here. Yeah. We're about to, so we can put this in here, slap this bad boy in here. Alright, now we can see what happens. Can you see that? There we go. So theoretically, if we were to put this up like this, you can have the like that. Scott said, does that run on batteries? What do you mean by batteries? Like a battery pack like this, or just batteries in general? Like, yes, it does run on these battery packs, but I don't plug anything into it or anything like that. There's not any extra, like I said, it's 100% Lego, so there's no like extra battery packs. I wish they did make a larger one if you could merge them all together somehow. But even that kind of takes a while to do. But I did get something cool for the arms that I'm going to need. I got this from a Bricklink store. It is a Power Functions extension cable. Look, it has the bricks on the end, and it is like every bit of 50 inches long. I didn't even know they made them that big, but now I'm able to put these down the arms so they are able to extend and go back in and forth without breaking. And then I can also attach Power Functions adapters. So here's a Lego hack for you guys if you ever get into robotics. These are not actually technically these are actually not technically Power Functions. These are the older version of Power Functions and what these do. But the thing is, since these are so outdated, they're dirt cheap. This was $5, which back in the day would have been. So these are way cheaper than the actual Power Function extensions, and they're not even that long. But if you were to get this and you get the extension cables, so for example, I got this from a guy. This is a power functions to the older power functions cables. And so when you get these two, these are cheaper than buying all that, and you get more length and more bang for your buck. So remember that. Don't go with the power functions. You will regret it. These are a lot cheaper and they work just as well. These are amazing. I've been using them now, and if I get more, if I find more, I'm gonna get them. These were about $5 on Bricklink for I have about 100 inches now of length. I bought 2 of these, and I can pretty much do anything with them now. I could probably make, I don't know, a really big thing with this. So, battery pack. All right. So, now that we've got this together, we're going to work on the neck mechanism to go up and down. So, I'm going to start by making a stand here. And I'm actually going to pull the pneumatics out of here because I need to stand up. We can always plug these back in. These are easy to nab. Sweet. Yes, it is very cold. It is 40 degrees. And I have the window open. So that's probably why it's cold in here. And it was on sale, and I've always wanted one of these hats. It's nice and soft, so I got one. But they probably aren't in style or anything, but I think they're cool. So you can call me weird if you want to, but I'm not. So, let me see. I'm thinking because we have 2 of these ports, I'm thinking we run these separately so we can make his head tilt up and down. The open window. Well, it gets really hot in here, which is one reason why. So I'm the, surely people out here can relate to this. I'm the type of guy that gets really hot, but I want to be cold. Or like I'm the type of guy that also gets really cold, but then just wants certain parts of my body to be warm. Like I like to be cold, but I like my head to be warm. So then I put on a hat and open the window. So I don't know my reasoning behind that. This guy. Oh, dude. Oh, that's not good. I just broke it. Oh well. Good thing I don't need that anymore. What even is this? Some of these times I find my old projects and I'm like, what am I making? Like, I don't know what I was making. Because of the lights. Yes. They are, unfortunately, they're not heat lamps, sadly. Can I get a cheese? Am I gonna cancel? Ooh! Oh, I just stubbed my toe on the desk. Ah! Oh! 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 Oh my gosh. Oh, the pain. I don't know if you guys heard that, but that hurts so bad. You ever stubbed your toe and your feet are like ice cold? That is what I just did literally. When your feet are ice cold and you stub your toe, it's like, oh, it's just so bad. Relatable. Well, what do you mean by comfort? What do you mean by comfort? I don't know. What do you mean? That's kind of scary to me. Comfort. Comfort. Hey yo, yo yo yo. What's good? Wait, oh dear. She does not know what comfort she wants to bring. That, my friend, is actually scary. That. I'm gonna grab me some pins. We're about to get this thing going here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A Band-Aid. Someone just say Band-Aid? You can't do that. No. Okay. Guess what? Let's go. Oh. Alright, I'm going to throw an axle in between here so they don't move around. Slide this puppy through here. Moment of truth. Here we go. Uh-oh. So when this happens, you just flip that, and they're both going to go up and down. Oh. This was not a good idea. Okay. Let's take this out of the thingy here. So, let's put the Wally head on and see what we're dealing with. Can we attach this kind of like that? That's what I'm curious about. So how are we going to attach this to the... Should probably do it like this before. Oh. I can use some of my NXT parts. We're going to try this. Try this right here. And I'm going to grab some of these guys. Here we go. I'm going to pull these out. Put this in. Put this in. Zoom in so I can see what I'm doing. We're going to start clipping these into Wally's head. Okay. Let's see what happens. This is very, very heavy. This is just a test, but I think... Uh-oh. Whoa! Hey, that was a success. That was a complete success. Even though it broke. That is insane. So we know this works. So now we just reinforce it and we're good to go. So we're gonna keep working on it. You know, hey, I have reunited the fire to finish this thing. So we will work with the pieces we have, and we're gonna get to it. So thanks for joining me tonight. I always love hanging out with you guys, and we will keep working on it. And I will see you in the next live stream.